It's me. Just wanted to share real quick that in this video I do bring up some adult content. Just wanted to share before I got to my face. So if you're really young, you probably shouldn't watch this. So yeah, fair warning. I should start talking soon. Here I go.
Hey guys, I'm Kat and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to attempt to do a get ready with me, even though I don't know how to do that and stuff, nowhere near being a makeup guru, but I decided why not. It could be fun. Let's see if we can try it, and if this doesn't work out, then I don't have to post it. But today for work, our costumes are masquerade, so I'm going to be doing kind of some glam makeup. I'm probably not going to do it that dramatic because I want the mask and the dress that I'm wearing to speak for itself, and that's what I want the focal point to be, but I am going to do some stuff with my eyes. I've already washed my face and moisturized, so I'm actually going to go in with some primer. The primer I'm going to use is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. This thing. Probably not going to really talk about what I'm using, but I probably, yeah, I'm putting it on my fingers. But I'll probably mention it just like a few times, or I'll just put it in the description. But I don't know what to talk about because I didn't think it through. I woke up maybe 30 minutes ago. It's like 8 something, 8:30 or something, probably past that. And I work at 10:30, so I'm hoping I can get my face done, I can straighten my hair, and I can go. But yeah. So this month has been, for dressing up, has been really interesting because I always forget how much I really like to do the makeup and the dressing up until like I'm doing it, and then it's like a really big interest of mine. I feel like it's something that I could get good at. It's something that I need practice with, definitely, but I feel like it's something that I could potentially get really good at because, you know, practice makes perfect. And I kind of want to try to like get into it and see what happens, because I think that could be really, really fun to like get into FX or get into like different makeups, because makeup is really fun and it's fun to kind of like express yourself and stuff with makeup. And so I'm kind of interested in learning how to really like do makeup properly and not just kind of like makeup that works for my face, and just kind of go from there, I guess. But I'm gonna be using the Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree Star, and my brain isn't working. I'm still pretty tired. But yeah, dressing up for the month has been a mixture of tiring, but also like really, really fun, because it's like so basically, to explain, where I work, we dress up every Friday and Saturday, and then we dress up every day leading up to Halloween. So we've been dressing up every day since Thursday, and it's really fun because it's like really fun to see how everybody does their costumes and how everybody like comes up, like what they come up with and how they execute it. And I think that's really very, very cool. And like I like doing it as a group because it brings up morale, and it's like a great kind of bonding experience for all of us, and I really like that. And because like there are times where business can be really slow, and it's like really kind of hard, like morale gets really low because of it. So when we do stuff like this, it's a lot of fun because it kind of like boosts morale and it makes us get really excited and look forward to it. But on the other side of that, I'm really excited for Halloween, like for dressing up to be over, because I don't want to do it anymore. I really don't want to do it anymore. Like I'm so tired, and I kind of miss just being able to wake up and go to work and not have to wear any makeup or just very little makeup. But it's been like a lot because I'm going to class, I'm going back to school, and I'm getting up early to do these costumes, and it's just like I felt like I haven't slept properly in a really long time. Part of that is my fault, but even though I love spooky season, I'm spooky every day all the time, so spooky season to me is not every season, all the time, every day. Every month is spooky season for me, so I just kind of, like, it's just like extra spooky season. I feel like I can let my spooky self be spooky all the time, if that makes any sense. But I do love the energy of Halloween, the way it feels, the way people are. I guess Halloween here in Utah is pretty intense or like different, because I've heard so many people that are not from Utah think that like Utah Halloween is pretty crazy. And my theory is because like Utah has so many fucking rules. Like we have so many rules that you can't have fun, and it's a pain in the ass because it really limits what you can do. And I think Halloween is that time of the year where we can actually like be weird and be crazy, and it's okay to be weird and crazy. And I think that's why we kind of like let our freak flags fly during Halloween, because it's like the time of the year where they're not like, nobody judges us to do that because it's Halloween. Like, embrace your inner weirdo and inner freak. To me, it's like embrace your inner weirdo and your inner freak anyway, because you know, like it's okay to be weird, and it's okay to be different and to embrace that being different. And my job really like embraces that and like shows people that it's okay to be different and to kind of like express yourself and to not let anybody make you feel wrong for doing that. And I think that's one of my favorite parts of my job. But yeah, I've been told that Halloween in Utah is crazy. But granted, I've never experienced Halloween anywhere else because I've mostly only been in Utah. And like, I can't remember if I've experienced Halloween in other states, because when I was in other states, I was really young. So, I don't know. I could have. It's a very high possibility. But sorry I'm a little boring this morning. My brain hasn't like really kicked up and started yet. So, and I'm trying to like do this, like get ready like I normally would, but also talk because like I usually don't talk until I get to work in the morning. I'm like usually like a fucking grumpy mess in the morning. So I'm trying to like talk and be slightly entertaining on some level, which I don't know if I'm ever entertaining, so there's that. But I think that like, okay, so I didn't really do very many Halloween-y things this year. I rarely do, and here's the thing. I think that Halloween has lost its magic. I think that as we get older, as adults, I think Halloween starts to lose its magic and lose like the magic that it used to have when we were little. because, you know, like, Halloween when you're a kid is extremely magical, and you get to, like, go to the store with your family or your friends and find a costume, and you get to go trick-or-treating and have these really fun celebrations. But when you become an adult, it's like, you know, you're not allowed to do those things anymore. Like, you're not allowed to go trick-or-treating because you're too old for that, which I think is absolute bullshit. And if anybody trick-or-treats in my building and they're adults, hell yeah, I'm gonna give them a costume, because that's just bullshit. But for some reason, there's an age gap on the magic that comes with Halloween. And that really sucks, because for some people, Halloween is like their favorite time of the year. And you shouldn't stop them from wanting to celebrate that. And, like, I feel like if I want to go trick-or-treating as a 24-year-old woman, I should be able to do that. And it shouldn't be, like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal or that weird, because I'm just trying to live the magic that Halloween used to have when I was a kid. But I do. I think it's because, like, adults now have all these responsibilities, and we have to, like, follow through with those responsibilities. And it's like, and I do think parts of our imagination as adults do get lost because, because of all that, because, you know, we see the real world, we see how it really works and what people really do and who they really are. When you're a kid, you're kind of protected from that, and it just kind of, like, the magic of a lot of things goes away. I think what's cool though is the magic of Christmas doesn't really go away. I'm sure for some people it does. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas, to be honest, but I think that everybody feels the magic of Christmas. I don't like the holidays because I think it makes people assholes. I think it makes people just the worst versions of themselves, and that is awful, because it's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. It's not supposed to make you feel like you're going to be attacked like Gladys in the fucking sweater aisle. It's supposed to be a beautiful time of the year, so I think that's why I'm not Christmas's biggest fan, because it's just, like, so fucking stressful. And what I like about the people in my family and my circle is that I don't really have to worry that much about, like, presents and stuff, because, you know, they know I'm a bitch on a budget. But for some people, if you don't get someone a present, it's like the worst thing in the world. I don't know. But I do love everything that surrounds Christmas. I love the food, and I love the lights. I love seeing my family. I love the energy that this time of year has, and that kind of trumps over the negative stuff. But I'm going to turn the camera off for a brief second, and I'm going to do my foundation, and then I'll be back. But anyway, actually, I'm just going to do my foundation on camera. But anyway, like, I went to a thing called a fetish ball on Saturday night, which was a whole lot of fun. So it's at a bar here in Utah, in Salt Lake City, and it is at a bar called Area 51, which is really funny. And it was a event where I work was sponsoring it, and basically a fetish ball is a safe space where whoever's in the fetish world or getting into the fetish world can kind of, like, express themselves openly and not get judged, because typically everybody there is like in the same headspace. The one thing though that I noticed is the whole bar had a weird energy about it. Like, and it wasn't, and according to, like, the people I went with, my friends, it's not like a weird energy that I just felt because it's Halloween. Apparently that's an energy that it has all the time. And so So yeah, there was this weird energy, and of course there was this weird guy that just wouldn't leave us alone. And he tried touching one of my friends. So I do this thing where when I go to bars with my friends, like, I know how attractive all of my friends are, and I go into protective boyfriend mode because you know, drunk people are assholes. It's not just drunk men, it's just drunk people in general. And so, like, when people try to touch them or get in their shit, I'm that person that's like, you know what, fuck you, you need to get the fuck away. Because, no. But anyway, it was really fun because, you know, people were dressed up, and I got to watch a pretty girl dance in a cage, and it was a really good time. They had a costume contest at Test, and this guy had the coolest Jareth from Labyrinth costume I think I've ever seen. He looked so good, and he didn't win the costume contest. He got fucking 3rd place, which didn't make sense. But there was this guy who he was dressed up as I want to say the Grim Reaper or Death. So good. He wore stilts, and he was like fucking huge. He was tall, and that one was really impressive, and obviously it won 1st place. 2nd place that one was a girl that was, they called her Horse Girl. She wore a vinyl outfit, and she had a horse tail and a horse ball gag. I'm probably gonna have to put a age restriction on this video. But it was really fun, and we danced, and I got the girls to dance on stage, and we danced, and we did the Cupid Shuffle, and it was a really good time, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that was the most Halloween-y thing that I did this month, and I'm glad I did something that was on the Halloween level that wasn't just dressing up every day for work, because I was kind of sad that I wasn't going to be able to do that. And so I went, and then I ended up working the next day, so I was pretty exhausted. But it was, like, absolutely worth the time. And I don't really sleep very much anyway, so, like, the time when we got home and I went to bed is, like, basically the time I would have gone to bed normally. So, you know, there's that. But it was really good, and just like a really good time, and I liked seeing everybody just kind of dressed up and in their own element, doing their own thing. That's something that I really, really enjoy, is seeing people like just having a good time and not worrying about anything else, and just like dancing and feeling the music, and even if you can't dance, you still feel it, and it's like, I love that. I really, really love that. And I love my friends, and we were all coworkers, and the owner of the store seemed really excited that we were all there, because so the Ogden location is like, it's in Ogden, so sometimes it's really hard for us to like make an appearance at any events because we are so far away, and it's just like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to go and figure out a way out there. But I noticed that everybody, whenever we go to events, they get really excited because we don't go that often. And I think that they really like that because we don't often make appearances, and it's not because we don't want to, it's not because we're a bunch of bitches, it's because finding the time and the ability to get out into Salt Lake, especially around this time of year when it's like starting to snow and get stormy, it's really kind of hard to do that. So, but I love that he got so excited about it and was just like really happy we were there, and it kind of just made me feel like we need to start going to more events like that. Even if it's really hard, we need to start to, because he just seemed so elated that we were there, and I loved that. I love that he was just so ecstatic. that we were there. And I think there's times that we don't realize that we are important to the company and that we are, like, people do actually, like, give a shit about us. And I think we forget about that because we're so far away. And it's really kind of a sad feeling, but it's nice when people are really excited to see us. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick, and I'm actually really going to turn off the camera for that because it's boring and it takes a while and I suck at it. I am back, and I also did a little bit of eyeliner. I don't remember what I was talking about, but you know, whatever. I'm going to try to blend some stuff. And just kind of do that. Oh yeah, I was talking about the fetish ball. One thing that I really like to do is I like dancing. Dancing is probably one of my favorite things to do because it's so fun, and it's like such an expressive feeling, and and I love dancing with my friends because we're those people that's like, I don't care if you can dance, I don't care if you can't dance. I just love that you're dancing, and that is what matters to me. That you are dancing, that you are expressing yourself, and that you are having fun while you are doing it. That is what matters to me. Because, as I said before, dancing isn't about if you're good at it. It's about if, like, you feel it, and it's like a really good time. As long as you're having a good time, I don't care if you're thrashing about like a crazy person on the dance floor, or if you're like a really good fucking dancer. I don't care. I really don't, because you're having a good time, and that's what matters. And I got to dance with Willy Wonka, which was awesome. How many people get to say that they got to dance with Willy Wonka? And he had the prettiest lady friend. Don't know if they were actually dating or if like they just were dancing, because there was like a couple moments where people would try to dance with us, and 1 minute this guy's dancing with this girl and they're getting down and they're grinding, and then the next minute he's trying to dance with us, and it's like, wait a second, like, weren't you just dancing with your girlfriend? Like, I'm very confused. But I mean, it's a fetish ball, so I guess people are just getting to know each other, which is fine. I'm not about that. Like, I don't want to get to know people like that. But more power fucking to ya, because why not? It's good to express your inner hoe. I'm really gonna have to age restrict this video. I lost my train of thought. Trying to focus. I got a hair in my eyeball and it was irritating my contact. But it was a good time. And if you live in Utah, they have fetish balls like every last Saturday of the month. And I recommend it. It's really fun. If you're 21 years or older, because it's in a bar and they won't let you in if you're not. So, fun fact about that. But it's a good time. And as I said, I am sad that I wasn't able to really like do very many Halloween-y things this year. I don't really get to that often, to be honest. But my boyfriend and I are going to have a post-Halloween spooky movie night on the 2nd, so I'm really excited for that. And it's going to be a really good time. And he's one of my favorite people, so it's something to look forward to. But yeah, I am kind of excited. I'm like, right now I'm overwhelmed, but I am excited for next year's Halloween. Don't know if I'm going to be doing the dress up thing every day, You never know. But it is fun, it is a good time, and I like seeing what I can pull together. Because it's like we pick the themes, and then we pick our characters, and for a moment you're not sure if this is something you can actually execute or if it's something that you can, and it's really fun seeing what I can and what I can't do. So yeah, but I'm gonna go. This video is gonna be really long, and I need to get this done, and then I need to put on clothes, and I need to leave. So thank you for joining me in this video. I don't know what it was like, and I don't know anything. So if you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You will be seeing the rest of my costume and my face probably in this video, or you'll have to wait for the Halloween video. That's going to be coming out either Thursday or the 1st. But yeah, thank you for joining me in this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that. And hit the notification bell so you can be told whenever I post. And thank you again. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and a beautiful night. Stay spooky. And this is Kat signing off. Bye. This is my face up close. Not perfect, but, you know, good enough for me.